Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. We are in the Full Circle Racing Designs Next Gen 22 mod at Martinsville Night with Kyle Larson on the pole. We're on the inside in our number 39 X4 Tides of Avarice Camaro, and Brandon is right behind us in that 27 A-Shock Toyota. For 50 laps here at Martinsville, green flag is out, staying behind Josh Bilicki until the line, making that break, leaving a hole. We can snuggle up right behind, oh, well, I thought we could. Bilicki keeping us 3 wide, he rolls out, we can stay behind Tyler Reddick, and we've got a good shot going into the braking zone. Looks like these guys are a little bit timid under the brakes. Ooh, clipping the grass, not good for grip, but we got away with it. Good thing we were at the slowest part of the corner. We were able to rein that car in, and Brandon will follow us through. If we make the holes behind Tyler Reddick, we'll try it one more time. He'll get up to the top, and we'll get behind the Ford of Austin Cendric. Clip that curb just a little bit, stay to the bottom, and get the power down under Cole Custer and try for another 3 wide pass. Yeah, looks like they try to brake a little bit early and then they dive into the corner. So initial braking at the start and then really heavy braking when they get to the corner. Brandon right on our rear bumper waiting for us to do something. Drive in hard, sort of push up the 2 and the 3. Brandon around, and we are under the 14 of Chase Briscoe as well. And oh, big crash in the mirror. The yellow flag will come out, so let's get back to the line. We might be able to pass Christopher Bell here, but really no use in really pressuring too awful much, as the caution will come out. And there we go. Let's see what brought out that yellow, and a lot of stacking up on the bottom. We'll take the high line for sure. That's one thing about Martinsville. The AI cars like to ride the bottom. And it does look like there's some contact down there. So that all stemmed from us sort of body slamming the 2. Austin Dillon gets shoved up 3 wide outside of Custer and his teammate Tyler Reddick, and clipped by the 41. Dillon can't control it. Bad day for Richard Childress Racing, as the 3 and the 8 both get sent into the wall. A little bit of checkup down there with Timmy Hill as well. And Ross Chastain just going to finish off old Austin Dillon as well, adding insult to injury. Yeah, and as we feared, ARCA brakes going into turn number 1, getting slowed up after the yellow was out. An accordion down on the bottom with Todd Gilliland, Alex Bowman, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ty Dillon with damage, as well as Josh Haley. That's actually going to take some cars out of the race that really shouldn't be out of this race, but that will allow us to re-rack up single file and try this restart again. Coming to lap 10, we have a few lap cars on the bottom. Chase Elliott, Eric Jones, and I see the messed up rear end of Timmy Hill waiting for the green flag. There it is, waiting for Christopher Bell. And yeah, we're not going to try to dive bomb, but we can get to the bottom, see if we can follow these lap cars through, if they can make any sort of positive gains on the cars in the top row. Timmy Hill will sort of get to the outside. We'll drive in there, clip that apron just a little bit to stay off of him, but get good position on Christopher Bell. Down the front straightaway, pretty much a drag strip, connected by a few paper clip ends, and we should get the whole shot. We can get out to the wall. Timmy Hill really slow, trying to get behind Daniel Suarez. The Trackhouse Racing cars in front of us, the 1 and the 99, really getting on the brakes, trying to stay under Daniel, and we'll get under Bubba Wallace as well, thinking better of getting under the 1, letting the brakes come to us, letting the tire temperatures come back up. You got that beep, that basketball feeling coming after the yellow. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to pit road. That's the easiest pass we'll make all day. And we should get clear of the 1 on the straightaway, and indeed, so now some breathing room behind the 43 and the 9. So now if we can stay single file, we can run some fast laps, track this 43 down, and make a run at it. Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson up there battling for the lead. Definitely 2 of the strongest AI, and the yellow flag is out once again. We're not going to be pitting. We're good on fuel, but we'll see what their tire strategy is. Let's see what brought out this yellow here in turn 2. So lap 13, Brandon on the inside of Christopher Bell gets it loose going into the corner with a hospital wobble, flying 360. Oh, Keselowski and Hamlin go to the outside to try to to correct, and Austin Cindric into the back of Brandon just a little bit, but he's back under power. Get him re-racked up, and pit stops may be interesting coming up. So lap 15, we're good on fuel. Looking to the left for those cars going to pit road. There are a few pitting and a few staying out. We'll stay out for the track position. I think we'll be okay. Oh crap, Chase Elliott is a lap down. All right, I was waiting for Chase to pit, thinking he was the leader. A mental lapse on my part. Okay, so we're going to be coming in next time for 4 tires. We're not going to be the only stooge out here on old rubber. So down to pit road we come. And there is Brandon leaving his pit stall just out in front, so he should be in front of us now. And it'll be an interesting charge up to the front, but we will be technically the newest car on tires as well as those lap cars. Yeah, with as many cars that are out of this race, we still got a shot at a top 10 for sure. We're pretty fast. We just need to take care of it. So let's get back to the restart. Coming to lap 19 behind Michael McDowell. Green flag is out. There's Brandon right behind us, and we are shotgun on the field. Let's try not to lose a lap here. Pick and choose our battles, but we're not even halfway through this race. If we can pass 1 car per lap, we will be up there with the leaders. So let's just focus, see if we can catch these guys battling like Keselowski and Cindric, and work our way through the lap cars as well. There are several cars 1 lap down. Yeah, I'm not going to go dive bombing. These tires are not up to proper temperature just yet. Brandon hanging back there waiting for us to make our moves and follow us through as well. We'll get under the 34 here. Ooh, Michael McDowell thinks about pinching us off and gives us lane. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that on purpose. We'll take that position behind Keselowski and Austin Cindric. A little free getting into turn 1. It almost felt like it sort of washed with a little bobble, but strong under braking. That I think is where we are the most productive on this racetrack, is braking into turn 1 and 3, but we got to be careful not to wash up into these guys, especially passing 2 at a time, just hugging that curb, trying to keep the car down as much as possible, killing our overall speed, but we do have the acceleration to get off the corner better than Brad, even though he is right there on our bumper. Brandon trying to follow us through as well. Brandon will make the move, and we'll look to the inside of Ty Dillon. Thinking better of it, pacing ourselves a little bit. If we can pass 2 cars per corner, that would be really good. We just have to make sure we don't lose enough time to those leaders who are single file. Oh, bounce off the curb, really out of control here. Let's get reset here, reorganize. Maybe Ty Dillon can get around Bubba Wallace and we can make this a single file pass, which is much better than trying to pass 2 on the entry to the corner. We'll get Ty Dillon here. Thank you very much, Ty. We'll settle in behind Kyle Busch and the 14 of Chase Briscoe. Good launch off the corner. We'll be able to get under Chase here. Brandon still following us through on the bottom, making up those spots as well, getting that march to the front, and some damaged race cars in front. I think that's Josh Haley without a rear end. Oh, and Kyle Busch looks to the inside of Suarez just as we look to the inside of Kyle Busch. Let's not Kevin Harvick and spin him out. And indeed, we can get the launch, and Daniel Suarez actually with a pretty good launch off of turn 4 allowed him to make the pass on Kyle Busch as well. So we're sort of helping out our Chevy brethren. Kind of locked up the left front just a little bit. That's sort of what I'm fighting with. Getting on the braking is powerful, but going too far, of course, that left front wants to lock up as you transition to the banking. Use all the racetrack here, cut down to the inside, top to the bottom, trying to take advantage of their lack of momentum. Ooh, into Christopher Bell, we saved it. Let's stay on the bottom. We'll let everyone through, get back up to speed, and now Brandon will be picking his way through these cars in front of us. We'll let the tires cool off just a little bit, and sliding through the grass, I don't think it damaged the tires too awful much, but certainly the slide might have heated them up. As we're on 3X tire wear, Brandon opens the door. Let us go by and continue our run to the front, and we'll work on Kyle Busch, giving us the bottom. Very enticing, Mr. Busch. We will take it. Maybe he feels bad. I don't know. Maybe his car isn't handling. Maybe it's junk. You know Kyle. But we'll hang right to the bottom. get that pass done on Kyle Busch, get out to the wall, carry that speed under Eric Jones, and get under him in the braking zone. Jones! Tell you what, coming down like I'm not even there, that's what you get, Mr. Jones. We'll pass him and put him in our rearview mirror for sure. Sliding that right front, really trying to get away, but we are clear of Eric Jones. Brandon makes the pass as well. We'll get behind Daniel Suarez, see if he can get by Justin Haley. Try to make our work. No. Okay, so Suarez got bogged down. We're on the inside, 3 wide. Suarez comes down. It's an ongoing theme. Get down to the bottom and get into the right side. Although they say at Martinsville, if your left side is damaged, you're in the way. If your right side's damaged, you're moving forward. So it's kind of the lessons we're living here. And now that we're single file and Christopher Bell is driving that second group, we should be able to make good time here going into turn 1, and he's all alone. Yeah, I'm getting a little gun shy with them not sort of realizing we're there on corner entry. We'll be beside him fully here going into the turn, though. Christopher Bell should see that we're there right on the bottom, and Martin Truex Jr. having a good run. Looks like the leaders are there in front. So Martin Truex Jr. just outside the top 10 perhaps, and we are still moving forward, making the pass on Christopher Bell. Looking back, it looks like Brandon may be 2 cars back behind Daniel Suarez as we work on this 19. Much more stable going into that corner for sure, drifting out to the wall, carrying that speed down. We'll get under Martin here. Well, Martin comes down, then thinks better of it, moves to the top groove almost to say, you know, sorry, I didn't know you were coming. But we are past Martin Truex Jr. Oh, Martin fights back on that outside. We should get the power down. Indeed, Martin slips up, and we'll focus on Kevin Harvick. And looks like sort of Chase Elliott and Timmy Hill are running side by side, blocking these lead cars, allowing us to really make up some time here as we look under Harvick. Clip that curb just a bit and power down, and Chase Elliott and Timmy Hill being our rolling roadblock of awesomeness. Yeah, double wide. Looks like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has rejoined the race, 3 wide with Cole Custer really trying to force his way. And it wouldn't be Ricky Stenhouse if he wasn't putting his nose in there. But we should get a good run off of Logano here by himself. Nice and easily done. And Chase Elliott and Timmy Hill still holding up these guys, almost sliding the car like we saw Brandon do on that last caution. Really upset going into the turn under heavy braking. Kurt Busch 3 wide gives us 1 half lane. Let's push Kurt right on by Ricky and give him some room to gather it back up. I think that would have been the best course of action. Joey Logano, though, looking to pounce. And we'll get the power down around Stenhouse and under Kurt Busch as well. Oh, it snapped. Oh, thank you, Ricky. All right, so we pushed Kurt Busch past Ricky Stenhouse and got some help. Let's take a look at that from the outside. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, we washed up. We were gone. Ricky Stenhouse with a hit in the left front got us going back straight. Awesome sauce. And I'm not sure if the tires are angry after that slide, because that was not a grass slide. So that was all 4 tires in a slide at 3X tire wear. We might have worn them down a bit. Luckily, we did change those tires on that pit stop. If we were still on the old tires, I can't imagine how tough this thing would be to drive right now. But we'll see if Timmy Hill can slow down Kurt Busch a bit. I see Chase Elliott still out in front of Cole Custer, and I don't know if Cole Custer is out in front of this race. I don't see anyone in front of him, and if the leaders got around Chase Elliott and Chase and Timmy Hill did the rolling roadblock, they're probably gone. And now that they're single file and pretty alone, it is tough to get position on these guys. I think the tires have been angered in that slide, but we'll use Timmy Hill as a pick to get under Kurt Busch. This is not for position here. Kurt was, Timmy Hill isn't, and we will attack on Larson, Byron, and Cole Custer. Hugging that bottom, Timmy Hill still out there putting up a fight, and finally clear. So we might get a lap or two wide open, and unchallenged. Yeah, under braking, we made up some time. Sort of missed that first apex, washed up just a little bit, but we are a little bit faster than Kyle Larson here on the straightaway. Whoa! Okay, the car is evil. Under heavy braking, trying to get closer to Kyle Larson, and that rear end just snapped. So the tires are on their last legs, that is for sure. We need this race to be over sooner rather than later, that is for sure. Will be a little bit easier on that braking, and even better if William Byron goes under Cole Custer to put him to the outside. We'll be able to run. We'll look to the inside, hope that the brakes are there, hope that the tires are gripping in this late stage of the race. Larson fights back on that outside, but we will prevail going into turn 1. And come on, William, we need you to get under the 41 here. And I see the 77 of Balicki up there. I can't imagine he's the leader. So if there is a car out there, they are way out in front. I don't see anyone even going through turn 2. So looking under Cole Custer, trying to get that spot. Maybe Chase Elliott can slow up Cole Custer for fellow Chevy. There we go. Oh, and Ross Chastain to pit road. Now that'll be interesting if we see late race pitters. There ain't too many laps to go, but we will pass the lap car of Chase Elliott. Ooh, really evil going into the corner. We will, barely complete the pass on Chase. And yeah, I don't see anyone else. So if Chase gets position on us, we can let him go. It is not for position. White flag is out, and we are just in second. And I do not see this leader at all. He didn't come down pit road. So all we can do is bring it back one more time and, yeah, take our second place, which is a very good charge from where we restarted this race. Let's take a look at the top 10. So checkered flag out for Ryan Blaney. When he crossed the line there, where were we in the grand scheme of things? So we were in the middle of the backstretch, so the leader had half a lap on us. That is insanity for sure. So we come across in second. Third place was Cole Custer. Fourth place, Kyle Larson. Fifth place, William Byron. Sixth place, Kurt Busch. Seventh place, Joey Logano. Eighth place, Kevin Harvick. Ninth place, Daniel Suarez. And rounding out your top 10 is Chase Briscoe, who has some post-race activity. And Brandon ended up finishing 14th, the last car on the lead lap. So the standings after Martinsville: Ryan Blaney is our fourth winner this year. Tyler Reddick is your cutoff. Kyle Busch just 2 to the good. Daniel Suarez just 6. Bubba Wallace 4 back. Chase Elliott 12. Harrison Burton 15 back. Christopher Bell 19 back. And speaking of Christopher Bell, next week we are heading to the dirt track at Bristol Motor Speedway. Should be a good time. If anything happens there, track closes up really quick, just like Martinsville. You could see the implications here, maybe next week as well, but that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for Bristol. Take care.